This is EP and I approve of this message.
Welcome to another edition of PSA. That's right. I know it usually stands for Public Service Announcement, but today it's going to stand for Purposed Service Announcement. No, not quite there yet. Let's call it Purpose Specific Announcement. That's because it's purposed on purpose, and I'm specifically announcing that you not only have a future, you not only have a purpose, but we're going to talk about exactly what that purpose is. Welcome to another edition. In the last episode, there was some tape on this wall. And I'm sure many of you spent the entire time not even noticing it. Perfect. Many of you stayed focused on what was being spoken, what was being poured in, and what was being given. Many of you thought that it was just a flaw in the process. Many of you just seen it and said, well, it's something that happened, something that I seen, and not really focused on it. But there were some of you who wrote in and said, hey, did you realize you had your prop tape on the wall? Yeah. It was on purpose. Just like that piece of tape in the room, just like that piece of prop tape that was on the wall, there are so many people who are focused on the wrong thing. The thought that I was conveying to you during the last edition of PSA was simply dealing with you should not, you cannot afford to should on yourself. I also purposed for that tape to stay on the wall the entire time. Or was it there the entire time? Go back and watch the last episode. Go back and watch the last edition. And you tell me, for the first person who sends in the exact coded time where the tape was there, and when the tape wasn't there, well, let's just say we'll have something special for you. But the entire time this is going on, there were a lot of people who simply never even followed the link to the full episode. So all that they knew, even those that were in on the pro side of the release, even those who commented, hey, this is great, this is awesome, not many people were able to understand from the beginning that it was time to click the link below the video or even above the video on some social media platforms to be able to tell what I was conveying or speaking in totality and not in part. That's important. Very few went on right to the video, the entire video on the YouTube channel, to be able to convince themselves that they watched and heard the entire message. Why am I saying that to you? Because many people, just like the tape on the wall, like many people, just like they heard half the message and ran with half the message and got halfway through their purpose because they listened to half the message without giving the whole of the message, without using all the ingredients to make the entire pie, to make the entire cake so they can feed their entire life. They ran with half a message and they focused on the wrong thing.
Yep, you gotta rewind that back and listen to that and watch that again on purpose.
Today, right now, I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm gonna get right to the rooter, to the tutor. I'm gonna get right where the rubber meets the road. Are you focused on the wrong things? This is not one part that doesn't connect to the next. This is all interconnected. And now that you understand that you must not should on yourself, I should have done that, I would have done that, I could have done that. Now that you can rehearse that part into your life, make that a part of your mantra, now it's time to go on to the next step, which is fulfilling or focusing your focus. It's time to focus on the right things. It's time to believe Not just that you can, but now that you believe that you can fulfill the things in your life, you must focus on the right things. Were you one of the ones that focused on the word should that sounded like something else? Well, the reality of it is, even though those words are counterproductive, should and, well, the other word that you thought that I may have said, here's something for you to understand. One word means crap. The other word in should turns to could, turns to would, and eventually once you get the message, it goes to what you can do. It goes to the word crop. Crop is what you bring off of the fields once you have matured and grown the things in your life that need for you to pay attention to them so that you can take something from out of your life and present it to your life as something that feeds your life. One word means crap. The other word means crop. The question that I have for you today is, if I put those two things together, one makes the other worthless if I mix them the wrong way. The other, one without the other, is greatness. The other with another is all crap. And I'm wondering, which are you focusing in on in your life? I'm wondering, are you focusing on the crap that's happened to you? I'm wondering, are you focusing on the crap that people have said about you? I'm wondering, are you focusing on the crap that's needed in your life to produce the crop in your life? Listen, if you've not been properly crapped on, then you properly cannot produce a righteous or a right crop. If you've not properly been crapped on, then you cannot produce a great crop. What the heck does that mean, EP? Thank you for asking. In order for any crop in the field to grow mature, things have to be fertilized. Seeds must be fertilized. You grew up without a mother or a father. You had less of an opportunity because they beat you or they treated you wrong or you were done wrong or you were spoken to wrong. That's crap. But at the same time, it's fertilizer. It's a thing that enriches your soil. But what you must learn to do is, like a good seed, you know how to sprout out from what is underneath you. Like any good seed, you know how to sprout from under the ground that's beneath you and come out. The trick is not to get entangled in the crap that was done to you. So here's the question for you today. Are you going to be focused on the crap, or are you going to be focused on the crop? Now, it's nearly impossible